Let's see what's under the blankets on the wheel of misfortune.
Oh no.
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 No. Oh God, no.
Oh, is that a rubber band on his crotch?
Yes.
Oh no.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Christmas with Dennis. Oh no. These white teens telling me about cash.
No.
Did you get your test results?
Positive.
Now, my question is this a video about magic or is the video magic?
Ooh.
Because it is oddly titled The Magic Video.
That's true.
When we put this video in the player, will it come to life and will magic start happening?
I don't think so. My logic being, you've seen the Muppet movie?
I have, yes.
Is that movie a Muppet?
That's a fair point.
The fuck is this?
The dancers are getting smaller in number too.
That's true.
They're leaving the production.
Yeah. See, now he's got the guitar.
Yes! Yes!
Oh, it's Christmas with Dennis.
You know, for the
Yeah!
This feels fake.
What's real anymore, Jay?
But in our hearts, we're always home for the holidays.
Yeah! Right into it!
He's a professional.
Oh, yeah! Ooh.
We don't need the sexy looks.
Oh, we're getting them.
JFK being assassinated, 9/11, and Christmas with Dennis. Oh God, it's so cold!
He's staring at crazy ass white people.
We're professionals.
Right.
Professionals that watch things like Christmas with Dennis. What does the back of the box say the tape is supposed to be?
No!
Fuck you and your blue polo.
Well, this man is despicable. he is a talentless hack, and he's awful.
Well, we have to point out, we've seen him before. Yeah. This isn't our first Billy B rodeo.
No.
So talking about worm poop might sound rude, but worm poop is important plant food.
Ew.
This guy sucks.
All I know is the cops need to watch this video because they could find a lot of missing children.
Credits?
It's, really? I'll accept this. No! 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 We can't do it! We can't do it again! No! No!
We can't.
It's like a horror movie when like you think the killer's dead and it's like quiet for a moment and then they walk up on the body and then it pops back up. There's a dance move that's just an air guitar too.
Yeah.
No, it's he's doing the
He has one singular talent. Sucking.
There's a family tied up in the corner, just out of frame.
This should just be called Christmas Nightmare. I just pictured that on there. Josh, talk about Dennis's organ. Okay, how big was it?
It looks like her feet are going like this.
Onto the keys.
Onto the keys.
Now it really does.
The cover of this video should have been Dennis in like a trench coat, and it should have been titled Double Exposure.
Oh my God.
Come right at it!
The tape's haunted, there's a ghost. Oh no.
Rudolph died!
It wasn't on the tape when we recorded it.
Sister!
Oh, I know why.
But there's nothing in the hand, so it really is just kind of a thrusting. There he is.
Oh my god! Oh my god, the thrusting Santa is coming to life! Is he gonna thrust?
He's just gonna walk up behind Dennis and.
Let that be it! Is he alive?
Let that be it! That's it!
Thrusting Santa!
He came to life just to do that. Wait.
Oh.
You're not.
Something happened.
Rich, it could be D.B. Cooper. He used his money to buy that organ.
Oh my god!
Wow! Wow,
He
Mike.
needed the money to finish his Christmas video.
Well, they're sitting in the car in freezing winter. Maybe they live there in the car. The dad. Oh,
They
that's
were
where the
married
dad
and
lives.
Oh, they're divorced.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
divorced.
the dad lives in the car.
Dad
That
lives in
makes
the
sense.
car.
I get it.
Been in this freezing car for 2 hours. Suspended.
Rachel Dratch is looking at him. He's parked outside their house crying. She's inside singing.
Waiting for the tennis ball to hit her and she just falls down. Sal Pacino steals the show by not giving a shit.
Yeah.
All right, the other side. Calf stretches. 8
What's Sal doing now? What the fuck's
Oh my
Sal's rebelling, everybody.
Oh, Sal! We lost Harry Hoffman! We just lost Harry Hoffman!
They gave up. They're doing their own thing. We should point out that these two women are as far away from each other as possible for most of the video. Quality control will only check the first 10 minutes of the tape. After this, it turns into hardcore fucking.
Oh no. Oh no.
Combat offensive foot order. Improve circulation and stimulate acupressure points.
Don't worry if you're not following the exercises perfectly. Just keep moving and have fun.
Like dogs, do they have handlers? like that though? Because you see
Sal's wandering too far out of frame. Someone pushes him back in.
Wave some booze over to the other side. Wave some booze. Anytime somebody headed up a psychic network, there's some sleaze going on.
Oh yeah, and that wasn't Sal Pacino. Although I would have paid good money for that.
Sal Pacino's psychic.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you your future. Do you tell me where the rum is?
So the man with no legs gets runner.
Yes.
It's an odd problem. Oh, okay.
Having no legs?
Having no legs, runner up. Sorry, I stepped on your joke.
No, that is an odd problem. You're right.
You're sorry you stepped on my joke?
We want something dense and short and just pure entertainment distilled. But if you're making one of these videos, you don't want to say, oh yeah, I'm only selling 15 minutes worth of content. And there's pressure on, if you're making shit like this, to have filler.
I love those elderly weirdos.
They're so
Now
mad at
that's
each
a Pooh
other.
quote.
I love those elderly weirdos.
I love those elderly weirdos.
So today, Rich and I have rigged up a 2,000-pound safe with some ropes. We're gonna pull it up into the air and then drop it on the tape. This is the power of math, people.
Science. Fuck yeah. One. Holy fuck!
Wait a minute. Why did we put it on the wheel?
You don't want to end up with like another haunted ween like last year. I blame that on all the excessive drinking. And not us just being irresponsible.
We don't talk about that anymore.
Yeah, no, I think these will be good. I think this is
Really nice. I like that one. I like the demon stuff of that one.
yeah,
Really cool.
yeah, it looks neat.
Yeah,
Rich, come on.
All right, so what's after this one?
Oh, and then there's Shark Exorcist, which that one should be pretty good. Yeah.
This is Nightmare on Elm Street kind of thing.
Meets Michael Jackson. Flashbacks to that famous viral video of the woman stepping on the grapes, remember? You don't know what I'm talking about? Everybody knows that.
We all don't watch the foot fetish video.
If this is truly Cameron Mitchell's last movie, we got to start taking guesses. Where is he appearing? Who is he going to be? Angry cop? I mean, we can only hope.
Well, he'll be angry. I don't know if he'll be a cop. I'm gonna say he'll be man sitting at desk. My prediction is he's going to be in the same desk he was from Demon Cop. Because if this is his last movie, he's not going anywhere.
Has your mind ceased to believe that which I've shown you?
Yes, Cameron Mitchell, he's going to be on the TV. That'll be it. Is he at the desk, though?
In the darkest of evils. Welcome.
Yep.
Yes, you're right! So we watched this movie for that.
Well, that's Halloween themed.
No, you know what? This is a good starter. This is a good.
I told you I don't trust you.
Rock and Roll Nightmare with John McKell. Thor.
Yes. It should have been the best time of their lives, but it ended up being a rock and roll nightmare.
Oh my God!
How many more times are we going to use this phrase?
Nickelback concert?
Ooh, close.
Huh?
2000 called. It wants its joke back.
This band is starting to break up one by one, limb by limb.
So his arms like going on a solo career.
Is this the story of Def Leppard?
Oh! There's the joke. Coming back at you.
His joke was dated?
I'm down with it, man. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
I'm sorry, what? That was my rock and roll air guitar heavy metal thing. Do it again.
Okay, great cut.
Okay, that's
This in my head, I can see the whole thing with split screens,
four screens.
and nothing matches.
Nothing matches really. Well, obviously.
This is gonna be good.
And then 6 hours.
Is this a joke?
Okay,
This is a mistake.
So the tag is Satan has jaws, and a little nice touch on the back. You're gonna need a bigger cross, which is of course a reference to The Exorcist.
Yeah, what's going on?
This makes the movies better.
Speaking of which, by the way,
all right.
we got him here.
The patron saint of Best of the Worst.
Yes.
Pure white trash.
How many meth gators were in this movie?
No.
Do pumpkins even grow in Florida? It just doesn't seem like a story or a legend that would originate in a tropical climate.
Sure.
A coconut head.
You think more of a like alligator head?
Yeah, coconut head, meth head.
Hey. Yeah, there you go. They were just saving it for later. Nice.
All right.
Oh, Nicolas Cage, why?
Go through our timeline here. Exorcist.
Yeah.
Jay and Josh talk about Exorcist.
Okay.
Exorcist 3.
Uh-huh.
Starring George C. Scott.
Yeah.
George C. Scott played General Patton.
Yes.
Patton Oswalt named
after General Patton. That's true.
Oswalt recommended Jacko.
Yeah.
The final film of Cameron Mitchell. And tonight we watch Jacko.
I don't think
There's a link.
You know you guys were talking
Dating back 6 videos.
All right. I don't quite follow
I don't
you there.
follow you at all.
But here's the thing.
Ontario. You want to say number 1? What?
Sure.
Decide! Oh man, they are getting every dollar out of this crane.
Ooh, yeah.
Every single fucking dollar. Oh, and turn it to.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, all right.
All right.
I need to tweet at John Worster so he can look at this movie and tell me if the drums are period correct. He will know.
Is that the guy who invented the sauce?
Worcestershire. Worcestershire.
That's an English descendant.
Worcestershire sauce.
Worcestershire.
It's just a little joke. Relax, everybody. Relax. No, don't need to jump down my throat like some Worcestershire sauce.
All right.
Relax. Jesus.
There you go.
Oh, that's music.
What do you think it
I
was?
thought it was like bacon frying. It's so tinny.
There's no coke in this movie. There's no drugs in this
There's no
movie.
drugs in this movie.
There are
no.
cokes. They're placed upon the.
That's right there.
Yeah, John
Hanging above the door.
He's just like, I'm gonna spit in his shit, right? And like that's all he can do. Like,
But then he sends the bigger demon down to look like the lady. What? What?
What?
There's nobody over
There's
there.
nobody over there. Did you see a ghost?
I really thought like Rich was walking over here.
I tell you, this building's haunted.
Oh my God! We have a ghost
I
in the
swear.
studio.
Rich. When I'm here by myself, sometimes I think I see somebody walking, and oftentimes I've heard my name.
I really felt like Rich was right behind me here. And I was like, so I thought he was doing a bit.
We gotta get a shark
Do we need to
exorcist in here.
We gotta set up the EVPs.
Electro voice phenomenon. I think we need Ghost Adventures to investigate.
We need
it.
Zach
Zach
Baggins to come
Baggins
in.
here. Yeah.
Zach Baggins.
All right.
Maybe he could buy some of the things we have around here.
Give us $600,000 for our shit.
We're selling everything.
See that guy? That's like $200. Come on.
Yeah.
These things behind us are haunted. Y'all don't put them in your museum. Okay?
Finally, John Micklethor's girlfriend is taken over by the demons, and then John Micklethor does some dishes.
And is that after John Michael Thor left? When John Michael Floor showed up?
Did I? I didn't. Did I?
It's fine. It doesn't matter.
All right,
We'll just call him
whatever.
Thor.
What?
No, I heard a noise.
Never here, Bub. Merely shadows I created to entertain your little friends.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, but
Just characters I drew from.
Oh my God!
They're gonna do battle.
by throwing puppets at each other.
Holy shit.
Why did this become awesome?
Delivers in being the most embarrassing ending of a movie I've ever seen.
You're absolutely wrong. It's amazing.
A firework in front of the camera.
Sweet.
And going like this.
It's a long 70 minutes when you're deeply uncomfortable. In the most uncomfortable scene
Yes.
ever put to film.
We'll get to that, everybody.
Which one?
When the adult
The pool scene.
the adult woman who may or may not be an adult playing a child or being an adult playing a...
Is that more or less comfortable than the person who might actually be a child later on in the movie?
In the mall
Can we just stop talking about the movie?
in the mall outside of Claim
We don't need to keep doing this.
Yes, Jay, that's our job. We do a service to the community.
And that's the only way he's gonna look at half-naked titty flesh anymore.
I like to get wet.
What? There are girls being born in Tennessee right now that will appear in
That someday will be in a Donald Farmer film.
the world.
We only have 2 minutes to film this scene before the cops show up.
I'm on a list.
Martin Scorsese thinks Marvel movies aren't cinema. Why don't he watch his Shark Exorcist?
Until we go to Mike. What do you got for best of the worst?
Yeah, Shark Exorcist. I'm so sorry.
You have a writhing fetish.
What are your hands doing on the table?
Oh no, you're not really picking Shark Exorcist.
Pardon me. You mind?
I do actually. If you're picking Shark Exorcist, I do mind.
Yeah. You shut the fuck up. It's my time to talk.
I just want to understand you. This is the movie you're picking.
Even if it was made by a sick fetishist, It was new to the palate. Palate may not have been the best word.
Mike, what does dirty seizure porn taste like?
What the hell is wrong with you?
I enjoyed it.
No, you didn't.
I'd never seen anything like it.
I'm calling HR Monday morning. I can't work with this.
Wait, Josh, come back. Happy Halloween. Computers, am I right? Oh. Lightning fast VCR repair. This is Mike. How can I help you?
It's Mr. Plinkett. Where the hell are you two? You're supposed to be fixing my VCR.
I told you it's our day off, and on our day off we're gonna go see Terminator Dark Fate.
I thought that just came out, like last year, bombed.
No, Mr. Plinkett, that was Terminator Genesis. That bombed here, so they remade it. It's called Terminator Dark Fate.
So what is that? Is that Terminator 6?
Yeah, technically this would be the 6th Terminator film, but in actuality it's Terminator 3.
What do you mean it's Terminator 3? I thought Terminator 3 was Terminator 3.
And this is actually a sequel to Terminator 2, Judgment Day.
So Terminator 6 is the sequel to Terminator 2?
Yeah.
Well then what is Terminator 3?
Well, Terminator 3 had John Connor in it, and Sarah Connor, the character was...
Wait, that's John Connor in Terminator 3? But that's a different guy.
Yeah, by the time they made Terminator 3, Edward Furlong was too old and bloated.
And who's that guy that bad Arnold's trying to kill in the 4th one?
Yeah, Mr. Plinkett, try to follow along.
I'm trying to follow. I'm trying.
Terminator Salvation, that takes place in the far future, where John Connor is currently leading the resistance.
Wait a minute, that's John Connor? But that's a different guy.
Yes, this time John Connor is portrayed by Christian Bale.
Batman?
Yeah, Batman. And we meet young Kyle Reese, played by Anton Yelchin.
Wait, that's Kyle Reese? But that's a different guy.
In Terminator Salvation, Claire Danes is replaced by Bryce Dallas Howard. You may remember her from such hit films as Jurassic World and Jurassic World Park.
Oh my God, my brain hurts.
Him and Sarah Connor build a time machine in a sewer.
What?
They discover that John Connor himself has now traveled through time.
Wait, that's John Connor? But that's a different guy.
Yes.
Why don't they just go back to the time of dinosaurs? Wait, is that how Claire Danes ended up in Jurassic World?
Mr. Plinkett, this conversation's become far too confusing. In fact, I wish I could go back in time and not answer the phone.
What? I gotta go take my brain medicine so I can understand the Terminator franchise.
I hear you, brother.
Goodbye.
What is this other item here?
Oh, that's our Terminator Dark Fate poster. We got it as a consolation prize for seeing the movie.
Mike, what did you think of Terminator, The Force Awakens? We gotta keep digitally de-aging actors because we can't make new movies.
But he's just some kid who's gonna grow up to be a car mechanic.
Which could be an interesting story if you made that movie about we stopped, like I was going to be the leader, my mom went crazy because she knew the world was ending. We stopped it all, now what do we do?
We're in therapy.
Some sort of, yeah, I mean, I'm not even like trying to make a joke, drama, but some sort of like moral thing or some sort of like psychologically, how do you deal with that?
That would be thoughtful, Jay.
That's Terminator and Terminator 2 were thoughtful films.
Would it be called Growing Up with Terminator? Oh, my high school prom!
They're more of a mild inconvenience at
My
this
college
point.
graduation! John Connor, do not take that diploma. Oh, God, the birth of my first child? My wedding? Why do you keep showing up at all the important events of my life?
Those darn Terminators. That's what it'll be called.
Yeah, that'll be great. I really liked Grace.
Yeah,
surprisingly.
I wanted to mention
I thought the actress was great. I thought like that idea of just an enhanced human being sent back, and I really liked that vulnerability she had, where she could only fight for so long before becoming like ill. I loved the movie up until that, up until like Linda Hamilton showed up, and then I was like, oh, because I knew that scene was so big. I was like, I would love that scene at the end. I was like, that's gonna get bigger, isn't it?
The characters are all vulnerable.
Yes, and I was like,
good.
that's great.
Yeah.
Except for the ending. Then halfway through, look, you have a 98-year-old woman who's flying out of a plane inside of a Humvee, crashing onto Hoover Dam, going into the water. Old people just have to turn slightly and they injure themselves. Elderly bones break easily. We do not have sex. She loves me because I listen and I raise her son. What?
Yeah.
You know what's weird too? Do you remember when Arnold cheated on his wife, Maria Shriver?
Yes.
With their Hispanic maid? Oh. They had a love child, and he's a grown-up dude now.
Yeah.
He's like 20-something, and just saying, it was eerily
That's
familiar.
why if there was one more writing credit on this movie, it would have been Arnold, and he would have said, "Get that out of there."
These movies are like Taco Bell, where there's like
the same 5 ingredients.
Same 5 ingredients, and they just put them in different orders.
That's the best analogy that you could possibly come up with.
Thanks, Grandpa Joe. Talk to you later.
Why was my grandpa calling you?
I don't know. Wait a minute. Isn't your grandpa dead? And today's Halloween! Quick, call Ghost Adventures. We have a haunted telephone.
We might as well do our annual catch-up video.
Shouldn't we do that in December when the weather's even worse?
No, that's when we'll be too busy thinking about killing ourselves.
Talking about Star Wars. You know what they could do when you buy your tickets online? You fill out like a questionnaire. What would you like to see in this movie?
But if it's tailored so that everybody gets what they want, then what are people going to endlessly argue about on the internet?
Which ending was better?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
This'll open a whole slew of arguments, Jay. I think Martin Scorsese is just going to love this idea. He's just going to love it.
And everybody cheers at the exact same moments that they know are coming.
Yes.
This is wonderful.
Yeah, so do you find flatulence funny? And then the scene where Chewbacca farts.
Okay.
He goes, "Whoa," and shoots his crossbow. These ideas are all great.
It's going to be great.
So Jay, what films have you seen this year? Oh, I still use paper because I'm a boomer.
I saw a film called Climax.
Of course you did.
And someone laced their drinks with LSD. And I will never watch it again.
On the new Netflix 1.5.
Yeah, watch this movie at twice the speed.
Timing, editing, setting up atmosphere.
The entire craft of filmmaking.
The entire craft of filmmaking is based on exactly how they want to present it.
Yeah.
Unless it's The Rise of Skywalker. That's different. You can watch that Martin Scorsese film, Silence, from a few years back. 2.5 times as big. Fuck it, 5 times. The movie's 3.5 hours long, Marty. I don't got time for that.
I gotta watch more reruns of The Big Bang Theory.
Bazinga. What is the next Terminator called? Deepfake?
Terminator Deepfake.
Why did they give up on numbers? I mean, these movies are just big piles of shit anyways. It's not like they're classy when they have a semicolon and a dark thing. It's a creatively bankrupt world that we live in.
You saw what yesterday?
Yesterday.
I don't even have the energy to do the bit.
Just say who's on first. You, boomer. It's so wonderful that the world is recognizing more so the Rudy Ray Moore's magic.
Yeah.
And pumpkins do not grow in Florida. that had a creepy vibe to it because Bryan Singer's fingerprints were all over it.
It's not the only thing his fingerprints were all over.
Set up, swing the, no, This is a baseball, right?
Oh.
Have you ever seen Moulin Rouge?
I have.
Okay, it's very...
Movie's a fucking nightmare. 300-pound bearded guy in a leather vest. Yeah. You don't want to listen to Elton John.
You don't really want to hear Candle in the Wind. I'm gonna fucking blow out that candle with my exhaust. Bring out ZZ Top, not ZZ Bottom.
Bizarre and creepy.
Tasha Yar?
Denise Crosby was the mom.
Well, now she plays the older daughter.
That doesn't make any sense.
Because this is a prequel.
What the fuck is happening to your brain? And the last 15 minutes really changes things from the story to the point of ludicrousy, where I was practically laughing at how
Ludicrous
stupid it was.
is in it? His entire character arc is he dances so well, he dances out of his ropes.
Yes.
At the end, and that's just amazing. You know what their relationship reminded me of? The Garbage Pail Kids movie. Have you ever seen that?
On the place.
We just like fold the country in half. Just kind of overlap, just for like an hour. You stump all the snow on the fires. Can we ask our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ? You remember the Babadook?
Yeah.
I enjoyed the Babadook.
That director has a new movie out. I haven't seen it yet.
It's Hobbs and Shaw.
That's what they do.
Someone like Harrison Ford might just be an asshole.
Yeah.
Or like James Cameron.
Good old James Cameron.
He's probably just a grade A asshole.
Yeah.
But Bill Murray is a lovable asshole who doesn't give a fuck about anything, but at the same time, still gotta love him. Double L's equal Y's. I never took Spanish, so I don't know this shit. But I do know that double L's you pronounce as Y's. Thank you, Jay.
You're welcome.
Thank you for checking my white privilege.
Two guys stuck out in this lighthouse, slowly going crazy, and getting drunker and drunker. It's like the cinematic retelling of a filming of an episode of Best of the Worst. Mm-hmm. It's shot on old camera lenses because that's the period that the movie takes place in, and it's all like in service of the story and in service of the film.
Wait. This just came through on Twitter. Robert Eggers is directing Hobbs and Shaw 2.
It's the first movie I've seen in forever where, like, the minute it was over, I wanted to just watch it again. Because I think it would take on a different interpretation and rewatch, where it's like
Hobbs and Shaw?
Like Hobbs and Shaw 2. I can't wait for Robert Eggers to do Hobbs and Shaw 2. Well, here's to 2020 and more years of forgettable junk.
Forgettable junk. I'm just going to warm up my coffee a little.
Oh, okay. We failed the last time, so now we have to redo it.
Okay, let's redo it.
Okay. Let's not be horribly embarrassing this time.
No. Let's fix everything we did wrong. Okay.
Rich! Oh, shit.
Wait, well, I was just saying okay, not Jay. Jay! Oh, and you didn't do it that time. Now we're fucking up our joke redo.
All I could think about watching this new trailer was the previous Ghostbusters, the 2016, the first trailer, when that dropped, and it was like an atom bomb of terrible, and everyone was immediately like, oh no.
We're living in a brave new CGI dead actor world.
It's true.
Carrie Fisher came back. She wasn't even dead yet.
They brought John Belushi back before CG even existed in the original Ghostbusters. There is lots of kind of like world building and mythology. Like there's so many long expository scenes.
Old Testament, Mr. Mayor. Real wrath of God type stuff.
But the reason that stuff is great is not because it's interesting world building. It's because it's so detailed and so realistic that it makes it funnier when Bill Murray doesn't give a shit. You could tell by watching the trailer that they desperately wanted to use the slow piano version of the Ghostbusters theme, and they couldn't because 2016 already did it. And they're like, God damn it. What came first, Ghostbusters 2016 or the Stranger Things episode where they wore Ghostbusters costumes?
Oh, I think Ghostbusters 2016 came first.
Okay, because I was just thinking like before season, was that season 2? Or
That was season 2.
And there was like promotional stills of all the little kids wearing Ghostbusters costumes, and I'm just picturing Sony going like, right to your door.
I don't have a door.
Delivers to you each month. And ever since Disney took over Star Wars, my life has been a magical kingdom of endless Star Wars magic.
No, I'm going to cut all this out.
Cut this part out because this is the most embarrassing. We got invited to a little, I don't know what they call it. Sneak peek? Is that what the little people say?
I think they say that. Sneak preview's a little flyover. We say soft opening. Cut the cameras.
Cut this part out. Cut this all out.
Just cut the cameras. Cut the cameras. Cut his...
I do not think people are ready for the scale, the scope, the surprises.
There's nothing like hashtag Rise of the Resistance. You have got to experience it for yourself.
Screaming aloud, but it instead left me speechless. Confusion by its existence. Journey you'll want to have again and again. Now, Mike, you said fake news stories. I think what you meant was real news stories that just happened organically.
Oh, Mike, have you been taking your vitamin D?
That the script was printed with ink that cannot be photocopied. And in this world, nobody has cell phones with cameras on them.
That's a myth. Mythbusters proved that. Cell phone cameras are a myth.
Repeating something over and over is comedy.
That headline brings me such... The Rise of Skywalker is already on track to being one of the most popular and successful films of all time, with no information to back that up.
Well, I just heard that on a podcast that we are currently making.
We may have audience members with sensitivity to sound. I fucking love Star Wars!
I have pictures of Baby Yoda on my underwear.
And cry for help. And all proceeds will go to charity.
What charity?
Very cool.
Wow.
Well, Jay, it's called Fast Track, and it's a great charity. What they do is they implant aggressive cancerous tumors into your body so that you have the chance to see Rise of Skywalker before you die.
That's unfortunate. You know, I donated $1 for the chance to massage Anthony Daniels' prostate.
He pissed on my face while saying, "Take that, Kenny Baker."
Well, everyone.
And it is worth pointing out that these are real products.
Carrie Fisher.
Oh, wow.
What an inspiration she
R.I.P.
was.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
She is an inspiration to us all. Yeah. Do you think anybody's watching? Or is there just no interest in Star Wars anymore?
That can't possibly be the case, right?
Star Wars is eternal.
Star Wars is eternal.
Because it's about family.
And that's what makes it so powerful.
Yeah.
I thought I heard a ring.
This is a very unorthodox way to make toast. Does that mean it'll be worth more in the auction because it's screen used? I did not expect this to happen. Hello? Oh my god, they want to bid $5,000 on the autographed Star Wars poster.
Okay, I've got this.
Rich, no! No! Oh, God! No! Oh! No! Someone... Oh! Oh, fuck!
Well, it's snowing outside, the tree is up, I'm dressed all festive. It almost feels like Christmas, but something's just missing. Oh my God, Peter Billingsley! I love A Christmas Story.
Oh my God, it's two guys who have been on Ellen.
That's true, yeah.
Look at that.
We're in the club, Mac. We're in the Ellen Club. not these fucking dudes.
Santa Claus.
Mercilessly butchering. Mercilessly butch.
What are you, Rich Evan?
But you know, he was just drunk, honey. He didn't mean what he was saying.
Don't tell your kids these stories.
He'd be great at playing.
The tape broke? Yeah, what?
I was a teenage.
You know what? Give these shots more depth. Put some bread right in front of the lens.
That's where they hit the boom mic. The fresh bread right there.
Garbage Day should really be the title for Best of the Worst. We should just rename the show.
Fucking rookies. Where the fuck did this guy come from?
Craigslist. Yeah, I know. It's embarrassing.
I thought you got him from Fiverr.
I got him from 4. Creepy, boring, and weird.
Our movie opens up with the local news station doing a report
At the porno.
on the porno film that's being filmed in front of a 4x5 foot blue wall.
as the news would report on such an event.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's topical.
They're filming a porno.
This new form of entertainment, men will really enjoy. It's a lady taking her clothing off. That scene actually happens in the film.
This is slowly becoming a show where we watch pornography.
What's the long-term goal? Was this shrine like accurate compared to like the weird ones you have?
It looks a lot like the shrine you have for me in your house. It doesn't have like the creepy real doll bust of me.
Okay.
Yet.
Theirs didn't have arms or a bottom. Mine does. Oh, look, they're on the plastic chair mat.
And then he kills the man and takes the food.
Ho, 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 man!
Don't answer that.
Right?
People falling downstairs.
People falling downstairs. And
I think it's like the exact same framing.
Exactly. And
Also, The Exorcist. Same movie.
It's just as good.
It's just as good.
Yeah.
It's an anagram for dice.
At least it feels like you're watching a movie.
That's not a pervert's fantasy.
Yeah.
But there was 90s in the Coke, too.
Yeah.
There was 90s in the Coke?
Yes, there was.
I lost my balls!
Angry drunk skiing. Double.
Oh, the leg's gonna come off.
Oh, yeah.
They look pretty comfortable.
What a fucking nightmare.
All these fucking guys are crazy with their fake legs, and their cocaine, and their hallucinations. Well, these poor women just want to have fun on a ski trip. Ridiculous.
Where in the span of 5 years, she gave birth to 2 8-year-olds.
It's bad quality, and then they zoom in on a still frame, so it's pixelated to begin with.
That was their art. Don't you put down their art. We've had more actors playing the same character than the Terminator franchise.
Thanks to Mothers in Milwaukee, it got pulled from theaters. And he is so committed.
Yes, he's 100% behind what he is doing.
Yeah. Which is appropriate because he's playing somebody who is committed. Thank you.
She seems okay with it.
Thank you.
Walks away.
You can't stop him, Ron Howard.
Oh, they fixed it.
It's like falling down. You're rooting for Kirk Douglas and falling down.
Exactly, yeah.
Or Michael Douglas, not Kirk.
Some kind of Douglas.
Kirk Douglas will be.
One of the Douglases.
Kirk Douglas is still alive. He'll be in the remake. They're gonna do a remake of this movie with Kirk
It's just him falling down the stairs.
Oh, God.
That's why it's called Falling Down.
That'll be the subtitle, Falling Down 2. The Stairs.
Jesus.
So then we get what we've always wanted to see, Santa Claus versus a woman in a wheelchair. 100-year-old woman.
I've never seen a movie quite like that before.
You know, you're right, Mike. I've never seen a movie quite like that before. I'm gonna change my vote. I'm going with Santa Claus.
All right.
You've seen a movie like it
You know
before.
what? I decided I really like breasts. I really like breasts. I have to go with Santa Claus.
The fucking worst thing we watched tonight is now best of the worst.
Santa Claus is
and
best
not
of
the
the
most entertaining one with a great lead performance and many, many, many funny scenes.
And so I think we're all in agreement. We're gonna destroy some.
This is the worst Christmas ever. Is it special?
It's special.
It really isn't anymore, though.
Oh, you're talking about Star Wars.
Yeah. And you want to get invited to future premieres.
And that's the most important thing, Jay. Can I talk about the elephant in the room?
What is the elephant in the room? Is it The Last Jedi?
That none of this
matters?
That this is not my fault. Mr. Plinkett had said J.J. Abrams would be great at directing Star Wars films. Way back in the day. Do you remember this?
Yeah, I
Rich?
do remember that,
Okay.
yes.
You see, in my opinion, where the prequels utterly failed, Star Trek excelled. Star Trek is really engaging. It's fun, adventurous, fast-paced. In fact, J.J. Abrams should have directed the prequels, and George Lucas should have directed people to their seats in the theater. This was before the sequels. This was before Disney acquired Star Wars, space action, and emotions. And J.J. Abrams is good at both. He is not good at writing the stories that he directs. And then Rian Johnson takes over, and we all know what happened there. But really, J.J.
Let's be specific. Nothing happened there.
Right.
Let's just get this fucking over with.
I mean, there's so much to talk about, and we're going to go on
It's a
tangents.
mess.
I just wanted to wrap up my "this is not my fault" thing, because people have been. First of all, the idea that Mr. Plinkett saying J.J. Abrams would make a great director for Star Wars movies had absolutely no impact on J.J. Abrams being chose to direct The Force Awakens. Okay, zero.
You don't know that.
I guess I don't. Who has force powers? The Skywalkers have force powers. Who else? She's a Windu? Well, no. I guess that wouldn't work.
Because none of this was planned. Look, it's Lando. We've moved on. Look, it's Maz Kanata.
But who cares anymore? Who gives a shit?
And you don't have an overall plan, so you don't have an overall like core or like central kind of conflict for these characters. They're just winging it.
Why don't they do the mind trick more?
Yeah.
Why do they ever even bother with the laser sword? Why don't they just always pick everybody up and just slam them into the ground with their mind?
Exactly. That's kind of the problem with the Jedi in general.
Well, because all that stuff was never the heart of.
No,
story.
it was all the background to the characters and the character drama, and this new series doesn't have that.
Maybe.
Adam Driver has
because I actually
carried this franchise.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I have this magical coin that will give you access to anything in the First Order. Hey, why don't you be this stupid part in this movie?
You're a known actress.
You'll work for 4 days,
Yeah.
and I'll write in your contract that you get 0.5% of the back end, and you're going to make $7 to $9 million by being a main character in this film and doing nothing. How little can you be in this movie, and how much money from the back end can you make?
But we gotta rush through it. We got other things to do. We got too much to do. We got too much to do. Just get through it as quick as possible.
Spend some time here, let it play out. Remember scenes?
Oh, but didn't they look like First Order stormtroopers?
Yes.
Wouldn't they look like classics?
Don't think about it.
If the Star Destroyers...
They're in the movie for 5 seconds. It doesn't matter.
We gotta move on. We gotta move on. There's other things we gotta...
But if the Star... Anyways.
Look at these horses!
So wait. In Star Wars, you have the magic of the Jedi, which is in real Star Wars, right? The original.
Okay, yeah.
You have the magic of the Jedi that's always like kind of like low key, subtle, and then you had the nuts and bolts kind of real world stuff, the X-wings and the Star Destroyers that would break down, droids, things like that. And in this, they've merged them because you sit there and you ask who built. These are actual machines. They're actual spaceships. Like, who built them? There's 10,000 of them.
This is for you.
Why does she have it? Why would she give it to him at this moment?
It's
for the
Han's.
audience's sake.
It got lost in the mail. She found it in the same spot she found Luke's lightsaber.
Oh
from
yeah, but that's a story for another time that we never got to. And he looked right at the camera and flipped off Rian Johnson.
The entire cast, other than Rey, Palpatine, Kylo Ren, and maybe Leia to a certain extent, are all completely useless. We haven't gotten all the navigational beacons in stock yet. They're on order.
Richard E. Grant, who was General Pride or whatever Pride, he's a great actor. And it's all just in service of nothing. Where all these main actors were saying like they're done with Star Wars after this.
You ain't gonna Disney Plus me.
I'm shocked that wasn't a callback to somebody.
There's very few characters it could be.
What's Watto? Super elderly Watto.
The Force, Rich.
Oh, the Force. It's not sloppy writing. It's the Force.
And that's essentially this movie. We have nothing for Finn, Poe, Rose, C-3PO, R2-D2, BB-8, Eeyore.
Ooh. That would be a shock if Yanni showed up in this film. That J.J. Abrams.
Rich, you said
he knows how to remake other people's movies.
Yeah, you said it a million times. Star Wars is...
creatively bankrupt.
Two out-of-focus females in the background kiss. So progressive. Way to go, Disney. He started doing this, which I thought was weird for Star Wars.
It was implied that they might have been a thing.
Just make Poe and Finn gay. Make them super gay. Why the fuck not?
Is this a new term, passive progressive? It's like a play on passive aggressive? Because remember, what's it, Josh Gad's like minor character?
Beauty and the Beast, yeah. He's a supporting character. He's gay. You see him dancing with a guy in one shot.
Finn and Rey had good chemistry on screen. They shouldn't have spent the entirety of The Last Jedi apart.
I think Poe and Finn are good together too. Like the scene in The Force Awakens when they're escaping. They get in the TIE fighter or whatever, and they're trying to escape. Like, those two are good together, and then they're separate for the entire rest of that movie and all of the next movie.
Those characters or actors do have good chemistry together.
It makes you wish they were in a real movie.
Yeah. The Empire Strikes Back is the linchpin that is holding this house of cards together. Mm-hmm.
The first one was a disastrous film until Marsha Lucas and...
Editing and breakthrough special effects saved it.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. And music.
Yeah.
The John Williams score. It was like a perfect storm, and George Lucas was, he was the second luckiest man in show business after Ringo Starr.
I will say, at least the prequels are fun to make fun of. There's so many baffling, weird things in them, and these new movies are just so bland and kind of forgettable.
That's the new option by Netflix, to watch your movie at 25% speed.
Yeah. So you don't feel like you're having a heart attack from Star Wars?
Did you remember Star Wars?
No, but I am going to point out that this entire trilogy has just been a waste of potential.
Yes.
I'm done with Star Wars.
As are a lot of people. It's.
Now let's talk about The Mandalorian.
Can I give my recommendation, Jay?
Absolutely.
No. It's like being on some kind of roller coaster ride where you can't even process. You know what I mean? It's just all the undulations and the speed, and then at the end, hey, I think that was fun.
It's like you're on the little cart going through the haunted house, but none of the scares are very spooky, so they just have the car go by really fast.
Rey has a theme. I like her theme.
What is her theme?
Do 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 do. It's very whimsical. It's different than the other stuff. So. Hey, it's something from the series that I remembered.
It's news to me. It's news to me. Rey's theme. What the fuck are you talking about?
I quit. I quit Star Wars. I'm done. I'm never talking about Star Wars again. Bye.
We'll see when we talk about The Mandalorian.
We'll see when we talk about the Picard series and Ghostbusters 2020 and everything else that's coming out that just continues to ruin our lives. We've never addressed our George Lucas bust.
Oh, is that who that is? I thought it was Bob Vila.
Goodbye, everybody.
I'm on. I can't do this anymore. There's my microphone. Hey, it's over though, you know. We don't have to talk about Star Wars movies for at least a year or 2 or 3.
As always, remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and go see The Rise of Skywalker when it opens in theaters this Friday, December 20th.
Thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.